I'm here for Ant. Oh, we live. I bet. Yo, what's good? Welcome to another episode of By Any Means. I'm here with Manny. We got a
What
few
up?
people that's pulling up. Should be in here soon. Let me do the first things first. Shout out to Cobra Sun and Raditz. Shout out to Comatose in the Clutch. And shout out to Segment. Also, like I said on the other shows, make sure y'all go ahead and get prepared for that Deck the Halls on December 23rd. It's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a movie. Obviously, the title of the show definitely a little nasty. I'm not gonna front. Anthony Edwards will be the generation's Michael Jordan. I'm waiting for Jalen to get in here. I'm waiting for Jalen to get in here just because he said something in the Telegram that I 100% want to know his opinion on, bro. But in the meantime, Manny, is there anything you want to get off your chest right now in terms of like a basketball agenda?
A basketball agenda.
Like a take, not even an agenda. I don't want to say agenda because agenda has such a like negative connotation here. I really more so
Oh, look
mean
who's
like,
just here. Look who's here.
oh, perfect.
We in the building.
Yeah. I just wanted to know, like, just like a take right now in basketball that you want to push
Jalen,
off.
kick it off, man. You said it.
But yeah, now that Jalen's here, we really want to talk to you, bro. What you said in the Telegram was crazy. So you think there's a hype? You think there's a hype behind? You think there's an overhype right now on Anthony Edwards that needs to be cooled down?
Without a doubt, we gotta hit the brakes. We gotta call a timeout. We gotta stop everything right now. Y'all put Michael Jordan next to it. Y'all got me up here defending Michael Jordan. And you know what team I'm on. Y'all put up a picture of the Michael Jordan next to Anthony Edwards. So we gotta calm that down right there. There is nothing Anthony Edwards does at Michael Jordan's level. 2, he's not even better than guys from the 2000s like Gilbert Arenas clears him in his 4th year. Vince Carter clears him in his 4th year. Tracy McGrady clears Anthony Edwards in his 4th year. Paul Pierce clears him in his 4th year.
But you comparing him to Jordan, bro. Nobody comparing him to Jordan, man.
Anthony Edwards is hot that guy right now, still.
What? He's not that
Edwards
guy.
He's not better than those guys. He's
What's
not better
going
than
on?
It's an Anthony Edwards slander as much
Yeah.
as Anthony Edwards.
He's not. Y'all put him next to Michael Jordan, so that's just
Bro, nobody puts him next to Michael Jordan.
Jalen,
What was the thumbnail?
Jalen.
What was the thumbnail? What's the title of the show?
Wait, early your mic.
Yo, Early's in another planet right now.
Early, you gotta fix your mic. Early, your mic is messed up. Y'all hear his mic?
What Early about to say was so crazy. The basketball gods are like, no, ain't let him take it off.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Anthony Edwards is that guy.
No, I'm saying so. We gotta cool it down with it. Like he's a
no, but what you mean cool it down? No, nobody's saying he like Michael Jordan.
I like
bro.
what it sounds
like.
They're literally saying he's a Michael Jordan of a
you
generation.
Go ahead.
Jalen, you are the most casual basketball fan I've ever seen in my goddamn life, and I mean every bit of it, dog.
I'm cooking you every day.
No, don't you ever disrespect Anthony Edwards like that, dog. Don't you ever?
You're telling me Anthony Edwards is better than Gilbert Arenas in year 4? Better than Vince Carter in year 4? Better than Tracy McGrady in year 4? No, he's not.
Let me tell you something. And you talking to a dude who born and raised in DC. I got Gilbert's number. That's my dog. Been to his house, all that. And on both sides of the coin is clearing Gilbert Anthony.
Not offensively. Time out. He's not a better playmaker or passer than Gilbert. Now you're just lying. You straight lying to the people. Ain't no way.
He plays better defense than Gilbert Arenas.
Better defense.
But here's the thing, though, Jalen. When you wrong at though, Jalen, because Jalen. If Gilbert Arenas offensive playmaking is a 10.
Oh yeah, here we go. Early.
But I'm not gonna lie, bro. Gilbert Arenas, elite shooter.
Max,
Anthony Edwards, bro. But you can't tell me Gilbert Arenas get to the rim better than Anthony Edwards. You can't tell me that.
Yeah, no, you can't.
I mean, Gilbert Arenas, I think, finishes at the rim
better than Ant. It's not even close, bro.
I think that's pretty close. I mean, Ant's phenomenal at that. As a shooter for sure, Gilbert. You know, I'll give you Ant.
But Ant's not a bad 3-point shooter neither, though.
He's not. He's just not at Gilbert's level. Gilbert mid-range, but even the overall score, we forget. Gilbert.
What about the handle? What you think about the handle?
Oh, that's Gilbert. That's Gilbert. Easy. Stop it. Gilbert had a handle. Anthony Edwards not that guy. He's not really shimmying dudes like that. Crazy. He's not doing that. Gilbert's handle. And people forget, like the 25 point, 26. Gilbert putting up in 03, like in what was your 03, 04, 05, like those years. It's a you put it in this era. That's 32, 30.
Yo, plus. Max, I love your picture, bro. You snack, gang.
So you think if Gilbert played in a modern era,
Oh, he would kill right now. He would kill right now. The way that
I
he
agree.
is right now, he would kill.
I don't know what Jalen talking about.
Oh my!
Early, you buzzing.
What's up with the mics, bro? Early
He
that
would
mic.
kill in
You
this
gotta,
era.
yeah,
He would
you gotta.
kill in this era. He would
Is that my mic?
No, that
You
was.
good. You good, Max?
Go ahead,
I don't know what Jalen up here chatting about and why you wanted to hate on Anthony Edwards today. But you talking about a Gilbert Arenas. He cleared Gilbert Arenas his rookie year. What are we talking about?
This is what I'm talking about. Do you understand what prime Gilbert Arenas was? He was going toe to toe with.
Yes, I do. And Anthony Edwards is gonna clear that. What are we talking about?
How did Anthony Edwards clear him in his rookie season? That's just crazy.
Because I knew he was gonna be better than him.
You heard this stat.
Anthony Edwards is not a better shooter.
I can't. Early.
I was. Gilbert might shoot. Who on pace to break the 3-point record right now? Was it Gilbert or was it Anthony Edwards?
None of them are on pace to break the 3-point record.
The youngest to ever hit 500 threes, 400 threes, whatever it is. Who is that?
Hold on. We play in the era where threes are just shot more.
I don't care what the era is. I'm letting you know what's going on.
I think the shooter Gilbert Arenas is significantly better than Anthony Edwards.
That
as a
early
passer,
AI is corrupted.
But that's
for sure. And look, Anthony Edwards, I think, again, great player, but again, the where people are trajecting him to go and where they have him right now, it's just getting a little too crazy. Again,
let me ask you a question. Do you think Anthony
Edwards? That's just hate, Taylor. That's just unwanted hate. That's potential. Everybody sees potential.
Could you think Anthony Edwards has? Well, Max, let me ask you this: does Anthony Edwards have the potential to be the best player in the NBA?
Yes.
Yes, most definitely.
Zero chance. Luka is in the league. Luka Doncic is in the league. He will never be better than Luka over the next 8 to 10 years. He will never be better than
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that.
I'm gonna tell you why. I don't know about that.
Jokic, he's never going to be better than Jokic over the next 5 years.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, I value somebody who can play.
Why 5 years? Hold on. Are you limiting it to 5 years?
Jokic is a little older. Jokic is 20. I believe he's a little older.
Yeah, but why are you limiting it to 5 years? And only going to play 5 more years? I see about 15, 20 years.
Okay, well, by the time he's in his 15th season league, he's not going to be battling guys for being the best player in the league because not everyone.
Man, I'm going to tell you right now, when Anthony Edwards retires, he will be the 3rd best shooting guard of all time. That's stamped.
Now he's going to be better than Wade.
When he retires,
if Anthony Edwards even becomes as good
all right. Let's compare Anthony Edwards and D Wade offensively at this point of their career right now. Who a better scorer?
Better scorer? Well, Dwayne Wade was putting up more points in a more defensive league at better efficiency. Anthony was the better shooter.
At better efficiency.
But hold on. Dwayne, I mean, relative to error. You can say efficiency relative to error.
Do you think?
I don't do no relative to error.
Jalen, can I ask you a question? Jalen, can I ask you a question? Do you think that Anthony Edwards will be? Because you said, because Mad Max thinks he'll be the third best shooting guard of all time. And I'm gonna be honest, before I ask this question, like I'm high on Anthony's upside. Like I do look at his game and the two-way. Like I love the fact that he played defense.
I love he played 2 ways. That's what I value.
And I'm gonna say I truly believe in 2-way. Like I think being able to score and play defense is invaluable. And so because of that, I like Anthony Edwards. Like if I were to project him, I like where he could be. Now, my question to you is, do you think Anthony Edwards is even top 3 at his position right now in the NBA?
Right now in the NBA, shooting
of two guards. Yep.
He's not better than Booker, in my opinion.
I was going to say.
Whoa.
In my opinion,
it depends who we're considering like 2 guards, right? So I mean, it's like are we considering SGA a 2 guard?
Nah, he a point guard this year. He
be
a point guard.
Yeah, okay, which is fair.
And he better than SGA. I don't give a fuck what you say.
See, you're pushing it. Now you're pushing
it.
So I'll tell you, the guys who are better than Anthony Edwards, I mean, Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker,
Paul
George, I think is better. But he's probably like, I think Kyrie Irving is better than
but he's a point guard for
he is not. He is a top 3 shooting guard.
I mean, again, if it depends on the position wise.
Imagine Ant next to Luka.
And here's what I want to say:
Kyrie next to Luka is better than Ant next to Luka.
You smoking dope. Excuse my language.
Anthony Edwards is not some all NBA.
You're
defender.
smoking dope, bro. They got
all
to play
NBA?
defense
Hold
while
on,
ain't on the field.
hold on. You guys act like his defense is some all NBA defense level. It's not.
It is. It is. When he locked in, it is. It is. When he locked in, it is.
It's not early. You're cooked.
Yeah, you cooked early.
It's not Alex Caruso level. It's not the Drew Holiday level perimeter defender. It's not a Sir Thompson perimeter level. He's not an all NBA caliber defender.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Why ain't he, Jalen? Why ain't he, Jalen? Why ain't he, Jalen?
Because he's just not that good. He's okay.
What makes him not that, Jalen? What makes him not that?
He's a good on-ball defender who can still get beat off the dribble by quicker guards. His help defense is not
Who
that
quicker than him? Who the hell is quicker than him?
Who else quicker than him as a shooting guard? Give me Donovan Mitchell's quicker than them. Give me
He don't beat him off the dribble. People don't just beat him off the dribble.
Anthony Edwards is a strong big two guard. His quickness is not his necessary strength.
Okay, Jalen.
What?
He's never been a quick guy.
Wait. Let me get off.
You don't watch Anthony Edwards, bro. You don't watch Anthony Edwards. You don't watch Anthony Edwards.
Quickness.
Am I good? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good.
Let me get in on this because I actually like the fact that you're high on Ant Edwards. Don't get me wrong. Now, when you're talking about top 3 of all time, like yes, he has the all around
he has the potential to do it though.
He has the two-way ability to do that, but he has not put in enough work to get there. I'm a big believer in, he has to consistently prove it for 3 years in basketball because there's a lot of teams where it's easy to do that. Now, what I will say is this though, Jalen. When we look at Anthony Edwards right now, we're talking about him leading a team offensively, and not only that, but showing signs on defense that he is not, in fact, a liability, but a guy that you can build a team around defensively as well. And that, to me, sets him apart from a lot of other two guards. We want to put Devin Booker on a pedestal, and I 100% agree that we want to put him on a pedestal.
Bro. He's better
look
than
at the guys he's been around.
He's better playmaker.
He had a great team around him that made to the championship. I'm saying that if Anthony Edwards has the right pieces, yes, yeah, and he is top 3
in the playoffs last year.
Right
look, I'm not mad at the top 3.
Hey,
we talk about players playing different positions. I just think defensively, when you have Rudy Gobert there, when you have a Jaden McDaniels, when you have a Neil Alexander Walker, he may be the 4th best defender on that team.
You capping. Hold on. Just because I'm good, just because they great, don't mean I ain't great either.
100%, but I just don't think his individual contribution to that team's defense is as great as people are making out to be.
Did you not see him lock up John Morant? Hold on. This kills your point. This kills your point of quicker series.
There's other defenders on his team who are more impactful defensively on his team than him.
He taking.
And when the money on the line, who taking the matchup?
That's him on the offensive end. For him to do that, to play offense at that high level and to come back and play defense at that level is hard, bro.
Jalen, I want to say this. Like, you can't
did it better. But continue.
Jalen, let's be honest. Like, Jaden McDaniels is the best wing defender in the league, and Rudy Gobert is also an all-time great defender. So I can't really discredit Ant when he obviously has the help. But I agree with what Michael said and what Matt said. Ant has to show us something. Like, he obviously has the potential, this, that. He obviously has to do something like in the playoffs, this, that. But also, if you just watch Ant, out of everybody in the game, he has the potential to be a top 5 player in this league for a long time. Outside of Wemby, Luka, I'm talking about young players like. Jokic like 29.
And Dev.
Tatum. Like, outside of those 4, outside of Luka, Tatum, Wemby, and like I'm not gonna count Jokic and Giannis because they're already in their prime. I'm talking about guys that are 26 and younger.
Over the next 10 years,
he'll be. I think Ant will be a top 5 player for them in the next 10 years. Top 5, top 10 player, top 5, top 10.
I agree with that. Top 10, he can definitely be for sure. MVP,
let me add something.
Best player in the league,
and then you can respond to this too because I want to take it a step further to what Dev said. When you're the best player offensively on a team, we cannot ask him to look better than guys like Jaden McDaniels, look better than guys that are specifically on the team for that role. So when we look at any star on offense that is the number 1 on their team, I think when we're looking at how good they're playing defense, they're going to struggle sometimes. They have the ball so much. And you look at a guy like Dame Lillard in Portland for so many years. That guy was bad on defense, but he's got the ball 90% of the time. So he's dead tired by the second quarter. So that stuff has to be taken into consideration when we talk about Anthony Edwards not putting in as much defensive impact as other players.
Can I add this too? Like I'm a big fan of Anthony Edwards. I do believe he has the potential to be a top 5, potentially a top 3 player in the NBA. But that's not really saying much because I think there's a few players in the NBA who have that level of potential right now, and I don't think he's done enough at this point to even solidify him to that level of a player yet. Just because when I look at some of the upside of other players and the amount of time they're gonna have, like, do I think Chet Holmgren in a few years could be one of the 5 best players in the league, bro?
I agree.
Victor Wembanyama.
Wait, were you saying top 3 shooting guard? Or top 3?
No, I'm talking about play. No, we're talking about player in the league. We're talking about in general.
I think he would have MVP.
I think, and don't get me wrong, I think Anthony Edwards 100% could win an MVP in this league. Like, that's how talented
I think SGA could win an MVP.
Yeah, but I was gonna say I think SGA.
I like what you're talking about, man. I like what you're talking about.
I was just about to say the same thing. I actually about to pick him. I think SGA could do the same
thing.
He's
like that, bro.
I don't know if I would take Anthony Edwards over SGA right now because I think the way SGA plays basketball is insane right now. Yeah. I think he could legitimately be a top 5 player in the league with just what I've seen out of him. And then I look at
already top 10.
Listen, Orlando, look, 6'10", Paolo Banchero.
Come on, JRob. Come on, JRob. Stop it, JRob. We're not going to talk about the light-skinned Julius Randle being top.
Hey, Max, listen. My point is this. In terms of a ceiling,
light-skinned Julius
Randle. He ain't got that high of a ceiling.
First of all, Paolo Banchero at 6'10".
His ceiling's mellow.
First of all, if you've been watching him this
year,
no,
it's not. Hell no.
If you've been watching him this year, if you've been watching him this year, he is definitely a much improved jump shooter than he was a year ago. So I think the comparison to Julius Randle is ridiculous.
Wait, I think Julius Randle?
That's ridiculous.
I mean, Julius Randle shoot about 40% for 3 too.
No, that's ridiculous.
Julius Randle's a good player. I don't know why people hate on Julius Randle now. Like, that's a 20 and 10 guy.
But he's not. But Julius Randle will never be a top 10 or a top 5 player in the NBA.
Neither will Paolo, JRob. Neither will Paolo. Neither will Paolo.
Paolo Banchero has that level of upside, bro.
He's not even the best young player on his team.
Who?
Yeah, neither will Paolo. Yeah, that's what we doing.
Wait.
Miguel's better than both.
Conversation. No. I'm not gonna allow that.
What do Franz do better than him?
No. Wait. Because when we look at Julius Randle,
is only a better playmaker than him. That's it.
No. How many years did it take Julius Randle?
Okay. You're talking about. Paolo's a better scorer.
Say what?
Exactly, but Charles, 2 years in is showing you signs. It's not the same at all. You can't say that.
The ceiling's higher for
Jalen.
Paolo right here, right now, where he has a higher ceiling than Franz to many.
He got a higher ceiling, but I don't
know.
Paolo Banchero is 6'10". He is 6'10". Can score from 3 levels. I don't care how high you rate his 3-point.
No bag. He has no bag.
Stop your lying.
He don't got no bag.
He ain't got no bag.
No bag.
Y'all lying. He has no bag.
Julius Randle, bro.
He has no bag, dog. Yeah, he has no bag, dog. Nah, bullshit. He turns the ball over so bad in the clutch when you need him to get a bucket, dog. His handle, you can't trust his jump shot. You can't trust his ability to get to the rim. Like, dog, he has no bag, dog. Honestly. If he's not bigger and stronger than you, the nigga has no bag, dog. No bag. And Jalen. That Anthony Edwards shit, dog. Anthony Edwards, right? Mind you, Gilbert did 3 years of college. So Ant-Man is a top 7 candidate for MVP right now in his 4th year in the league. You're talking all this shit you're talking about, Gilbert. Gilbert was never on the level of a fucking, not only as we're talking about as a teammate. Like, what he brings to the game, Gilbert did not do what Anthony Edwards does, dog. Defensively, we're talking about his ability to get to the rim. We're talking about as a leader, none of that shit, dog. None of that, dog. None of it. None of it.
Gilbert in his fourth year
You're
was 25, 5 and
You're
5.
hey, Jalen. Talk to a nigga who wasn't born and raised in Washington, D.C., who really watched Gilbert, okay? Wherever you was at Toronto, my nigga, I really watched Gilbert growing up.
Gilbert was 26 in his fourth year.
Please
Gilbert
stop.
was 26 in his fourth year.
Gilbert in his fourth year was 25, 5 and 5 in 2004.
I was saying, he was 26. He was 26 years old.
So the fuck
26 years old.
I don't understand era.
So what?
One mic.
25, 5 and 5
And 22 years old, dog.
Was Gilbert a top 10 player? Was Gilbert a top 10 player when he was in his fourth year?
No.
He's not a top 10 player in his fourth year. Anthony Edwards is not a top 10 player. He's
debatably.
He's a top two. He's a top two guard, Jalen. Top two guard. Him and Devin Booker right now. Him and Devin Booker, dog.
He's top 15, bro.
He's not top 10. I can list 10 players easily better than Anthony.
What is Ant-Man averaging right now?
26, 5 and 4.
Yeah, that's right.
So what are you talking about, Jalen? What are you talking about?
You list 10 players better than him right now easily?
To be honest, I mean, to your point.
Okay, Jokic, Giannis, Luka.
Man, you a casual, man. You such a casual basketball fan, man.
Thank you.
Going crazy. The recency bias going crazy.
This ain't no recency bias. I've been saying this for years.
Ant-Man going to be a perennial all defensive team guy and a perennial all NBA guy. Period.
Wait. So
period.
No. Well, all
Context just got here. Let him get it.
Go ahead, context.
What's going on, y'all? Salute, JRob. What's going on?
He was good.
What's the word, fellas? Salute, fellas. To the panel and all that.
Yeah.
That's you see what's going on. You see the generation. You see the generational talent.
Kobe. Okay, gotcha.
You see the generational talent.
Propaganda.
That's MJ. That's Kobe. And at the end, that's the point. And so let me get into it real quick. Yo, first of all, let me
Talk that shit, contact.
Y'all put him next to Kobe and Jordan.
No, hold on, Jalen. Wait, can I say one thing? Can I just say one thing? Yo, Jalen, I made this title as bait. I didn't realize this is how they started for Ant.
You out your fucking mind, JRob. You out your mind. But you know why? Because Jalen is a Canadian son of a you know what. And you ain't from here. Okay? You're Canadian. You're probably an SGA fan, and that's cool, Jalen. But you don't run hard for Atlanta boy. This our people. This our people, baby. We love Ant, man. He one of us. And from the crib, nigga. That's our little cousin. That's our little brother. We know Ant.
Our education system is better too. Shout out Canada's education system.
Oh wow!
I really
that's so disrespectful.
All right, let's let the context get off though.
Nah, this is actually making me. I'm actually like,
I'm actually
I'm 100% pleasantly. I am pleasantly surprised right now. I did not know they were sliding.
Let's get off.
JRob.
Everybody knows is a real Ant fan. JRob. You and Jada are part of that $200 bet, nigga. The Timberwolves and the Nuggets. You know I'm a real Ant fan. Everybody here know I'm a real Ant fan. I roll hard for Ant.
Hey, we give you that.
Why do I have fan this and not looking at the basketball?
Hold on, let me just say this.
My only thing though, fellas, is like, yo, is in context. You got to answer my question with your explanation. Bro, is Ant going to be better than SGA? Like, yo,
no,
Ant is going to be a top. Listen, we're gonna look up dog, and Ant is going to be one of the faces of the NBA, dog.
Go ahead, context.
Hold on, y'all. So to answer the question, yes, and I'm gonna explain why very, very shortly. What SGA does well, don't get me wrong, it's great, and his game is going to refine like wine. It's very technical. It's a lot of pacing, and he's gonna be consistent.
The shoulder bump of hell.
Hold on, the shoulder bump of hell. That's a fact. But Jay, I'm gonna say this though. SGA is capped out. The best what's going to happen for SGA is capped out. I'm going to tell you why. Because he is not. He is not.
He is capped out.
Wait. Let me explain. I have to explain. He is not a super athlete. Listen, fellas, hold on, Manny. Calm down, my guy. You looking like, you know what I'm saying? Calm down. So boom.
Relax, me, amigo. Relax.
SGA is not an athlete compared to Ant. What Ant can count on is that when his athleticism goes down and that skill meets the athleticism, and it's because right now, Ant's athleticism is higher than his skill. What are you guys? What are you guys talking about?
There's no way you're caping for that.
Hold on. Listen. Let me.
Contact. You making us look bad, Contact.
Yeah, let me change my hat. I'm about to cook.
Bro, let me go, bro. Let me go, bro.
Wait. Then you can go, Manny.
Let Contact finish. Let him finish.
What I'm saying to y'all is right now, what I'm talking about, SGA is capped out in athleticism. That's what I'm saying. So his skill set is going to get better. But right now, we are seeing SGA enter into his prime. His skill set is going to be refined. What's going to be the improvement is the shooting, right? The shooting for SGA. Right now, he's already elite. He's already elite at getting to the rim. He's already elite at getting to the line. All he's going to work on post work, right? He's going to work on post work. He's going to work on playmaking, and he's going to work on shooting. And can rely on his athleticism for the next 5 years and still develop. He's already hold on. He's already developing the skill set without.
So that's not the argument you want to make, man.
I ain't gonna lie. Early in Mad Max, please don't interrupt me. Earlier in Mad Max,
hold on, Jay.
Nah, I'm quiet. I'm
gonna finish.
I'm about to cook you context.
I'm gonna finish. But that's the difference. Is you got to also remember, fellas. There's a difference between athletes and super athletes. Gilbert Arenas said it himself. He said there was Jason Richardson. Remember Jason Richardson? He was a jumper, right? He was athletic. Then there was VC, and he said the difference with Jason Richardson and VC was out of this world. Thus, making VC obviously it helped VC to be the better player because his athleticism is going to carry him and allow him to develop his skills at a slower rate. He doesn't have to be because he's so athletic. He doesn't even have to develop his skills as quickly as SGA does. SGA has to work continuously on his skills for him to improve.
I'm gonna tell you why you're fried.
Let me ask you a question.
Can I say, you're fried rice.
Go ahead, Jay.
I gotta tell you why you fried. Context. You killed your argument because the one thing you was banking on with Anthony Edwards is super athleticism. No matter what. As you age, athleticism will always decrease. And so at that point, you got to develop. It is on what your skills are. SGA at this point is a better scorer. He's a better scorer than Anthony Edwards, and he's only getting better. And for you to say he peaked out, I think is disingenuous for two reasons. One, because the 3-point shot since he's been in Oklahoma City has gotten better every year. Right now, he's up to 37%. Let me finish. The next step.
But don't say I didn't say that. I didn't say I said he capped out in athleticism. I didn't say he capped out in
athleticism is not going to matter because the level of which he is as a scorer is S tier. Now, the next part of his game that I think he will excel higher than Ant-Man at and it's going to benefit from the fact that he has Chet Holmgren. He's going to be a better playmaker as he ages in this league. And I think he'll be a better playmaker. And I think he's a good one now. He's good one now.
He's cool for now. Yeah, he's cool for now.
He's a better one than Ant right now. And it is only going to get better. In terms of whose game will age better, that was a whole argument for you to use because what Shea does on the basketball court is the fine wine. As Anthony Edwards, his athleticism will decrease. And he is going to have to be able to shoot the ball well and rely on his skills as he ages as a player.
Ball handling. That's going to
be. Can somebody who really knows? Can somebody really represent Anthony Edwards? Contact you out of here. You out of here.
I will.
Let me give you this great. Let me give you real quick.
Contact you out of here. You feel me? You felt me, Contact. You felt me.
Kyrie Irving's game from his rookie year. Kyrie Irving's game from his rookie year to now has grown immensely, and it has nothing to do with a level in his athleticism because his athleticism is probably decreased over his career, but his game has expanded.
Here's the thing.
SGA. So
hold on, early. Let me
The contact, you failed, dog. You failed. You failed, dog. Please let me speak. Listen, dog. Here's the real argument. Here's the real argument.
Not with the regular time cam.
Watch out, early.
I was
talking about hoops right now. Jay, let me just respond to
what we're talking about hoops right now. What are you talking about, context?
Let me give you an example, right? Okay, cool.
No, the hoops better than me.
But
I would just got a bucket on context.
It's casual.
Jay, who's your favorite player, right? LeBron James, right? What was his best attribute?
Pulling a dub on me. Don't pull a dub on me. Don't pull a dub on me.
Jay, what was his best
attribute on Black Friday on
What was his best attribute? I'm just asking you.
Everything.
LeBron James right now?
Attribute? No, not right now. When he came to the league.
It would be a coin flip between finishing or playmaking. Even as a rookie in the league, he was a top tier playmaker, bro.
However, Jay, okay, cool. I'll give you that. However, but
he's nowhere near LeBron's athleticism. Hold on. He's nowhere near LeBron's athleticism. Not even close.
Not even close.
Jalen.
Can I actually explain context? You on bullshit, man. Let me explain, dog. You on bullshit, dog. You on bullshit, bro.
Hold on. The only point I'm trying to make is what I'm saying is
just put it right there, bro.
You know, Bandito.
F-tier athleticism. And at F-tier, when he gets to A-tier athleticism, you don't think the skill is going to match up? You don't think that's going to?
What are you talking about? Athleticism. You just Jesus Christ. Contact. Hold aside for a second, dog. Pass the rock. Pass the stick. Contact, please. Pass the stick. Pass the sticks, bro. Man, stop it, dog. Listen, I really do this. Contact. I really do this.
I got it.
Let me say something real quick.
Go ahead, man.
All right, well, I was gonna say the reason why people the thing with
basketball guy, don't get it fucked up.
The thing is with SGA, I think SGA, I think as an offensive player, he does things way more than Ant. I think he brings way more value to a game than Ant as an offensive side of the ball. But the reason why people don't put SGA as the face of the NBA is because he don't do the stuff Ant do athletically. That's why people don't put him as the face of the NBA. And I don't like that, to be honest, because if we being for real, Curry not athletic, and people still put him as the face of the NBA at one point. Why people can't do that with SGA? Nobody's replicating.
Can Earl speak on Ant-Man? Can Earl speak on Ant-Man?
Everything, I got it, Earl.
Go ahead, Max.
Everything you just said about Shea, he can get better as a playmaker. So can Ant. He can get better. He'll never be a better shooter than Anthony Edwards. Never in his life will he be a better shooter than Anthony Edwards.
That's true.
He'll never be a finishing. They about around the same.
SJ's a better mid-range shooter than Anthony.
I'm saying SJ's a better mid-range shooter right
and
now.
Anthony Edwards is a great mid-range shooter too. Anthony Edwards is a great mid-range shooter.
SGA might be top 3 in the game in mid-range. SGA might top 3 in the game in mid-range.
Okay, that's fine. Defense.
Let me cook.
He will never be on Anthony Edwards' level of defense.
I'm talking simple. Y'all talking simple. Let me cook, please. It's simple.
Anthony Edwards.
It's very simple talk.
Y'all comparing the guy that's already got 3 years above him. Shea is 25, and we already talking about Anthony Edwards with him. Ant is 22. Do y'all just not think he's gonna get better than him? Imagine Ant in 3 years. Imagine Ant at 25. Imagine Ant at 25.
Here's what y'all not hearing. Let Earl talk about it.
Arguing nothing you're saying, but I'm arguing what context points was.
Okay.
Arguments.
Yeah, that was a dumb point.
He's banking on Anthony.
But here's can I say my argument?
Go ahead.
Don't move me.
Anthony Edwards.
Don't move me.
Anthony Edwards is 26-5-5, and he ain't even in his peak. Here's what we don't understand about Anthony Edwards, right? He's only depending on athleticism mostly as of this point. Every year his mid-range is getting better. Every year his 3-point is getting better. Every year his half-court offense is getting better. Wait, let me finish. It's getting better and better. What we're seeing right now is 01, 02 Kobe. This ain't even Kobe when he found the mid-range in the post. This ain't even Kobe when he learned the game.
That's my point.
No, but you wasn't saying that though. But you wasn't saying that though. You wasn't saying that though. You wasn't saying that though. You wasn't saying that. You wasn't saying that. Anthony Edwards is depending solely off of athleticism. Like his athleticism is 70%. Dog, listen. Can I talk? His athleticism is 65 to 70% of his game is his athleticism, dog. Like he hasn't even defined his game, but he can give you everything from everywhere. And already he's a top 7 MVP candidate.
Yo, y'all might as well get a ball back to Mad Max right now.
His fourth year, stop it, dog. His fourth year, he's number 1 in the West. Listen, his fourth year, he's number 1 in the West, dog. Number 1 in the West. His fourth year.
His team is
like, do y'all understand how good this nigga's going to get as time progresses, dog?
But you can't say the same thing about SGA early. Same thing about SGA though.
Wait, hold on, man. I'm gonna say this. Nothing I'm just gonna say is discouraging.
SGA plays beautiful basketball.
Here's the thing. Nothing I say is discouraging towards Ant.
He don't. He'll ball hole low key. Y'all don't want to recognize it.
Nah, bro. No.
Hold on. I think Ant's a great player. I think he's gonna be top 5 in the league. But that 25-5, when you use the stats, it doesn't hold the same weight as back then. So that you can't really compare. Like, there's an error thing. I'm not discrediting Ant as a scorer, but saying like he's averaging this, that,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we ain't talking about back then, we talking about now. Back then, I got nothing.
Here's what y'all not talking about. Here's what y'all not talking about. The Thunder have a better team.
I understand.
What?
I understand.
The Thunder have a better team.
Yeah, early. The
Thunder have a better team.
I'm not done.
The Thunder have a better team. They got a deeper bench.
Wait, hold on.
They have a deeper bench. Come on, dog. Stop it, dog.
I agree, but they're not. They don't got better starters.
Minnesota has a better defense.
Wait, early. Hold on. I think
they don't got better starters early. They got a deeper bench, but they don't got better starters.
Hold up, y'all understand? Jalen McDaniels is out. He's been out for weeks.
No, you wrong.
We still number 1 in the West for a reason. At 22 years old, he's literally considered to be number 1 in the West. What are y'all talking about?
Early, let Jalen talk, because your mic is bugging out.
Anthony Towns is a better number 2 scoring option than anybody that SGA has
on OKC. Yes, 100. I agree with that, Jalen.
That's why. But when you put Lou Dort, when you put J-Dub, when you put Giddey, and when you put that all together, dog, that team has way more scoring, and they have way more.
Yes. So as a team, as a totality of a team,
way more versatile. I'm taking Chet over Cat right now. Defensively too.
Okay, listen. You're right. OKC as a unit has more people who can get to a bucket
early.
But then you look at Minnesota defensively. Minnesota clears OKC starting.
Cat defensively is a problem, bro. Like, y'all understand that. Defensively, Cat is in the way. It's the reason why we want to trade him. He's in the way.
Cat is bad, but every other defender on Minnesota is a plus defender, if not elite. They literally have.
They can hide him.
I ain't gonna lie. The argument to use their teams was actually trash argument. Trash argument. Like, bro, I understand. Y'all are using like early. You was talking about context, but you use a few trash arguments.
That's why we love the Heat, bro.
Wait, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like,
when you look, you're not looking at y'all. Not looking at the dog.
I'll give you this. Chet Holmgren.
Y'all not watching Minnesota games.
Than anybody on that Minnesota team. So I give you that, but the team's not better.
Let me say something too on that as well.
My fault. You got it, Michael.
I just want to say, Shea, all around, let's not act like that he's not a 3-level scorer, okay, and a guy that has a bag, and you guys want to knock his playmaking. Okay, the same stuff that you say for the fact that the Thunder is a better team. Last year, you want to say he should have made plays more? What guys do you have on his team that were consistent shooters and were consistent guys where, okay, now this guy should be averaging 8 assists a game? You guys aren't taking that into account when you're talking about Shea. And I'll say this. When you have a guy who can draw fouls and manipulate the game as good as Shea Gilgeous with a mid-range jumper.
You can slow the game down.
His 3-point game is streaky, but you got to understand, Anthony Edwards, 37% is not on the ball. He's not on the ball one-on-one, ISOing with a bag as much as Shea is. So that means that Shea is going to be utilized.
He doesn't have a Josh Giddey on his team that can liberate the ball from him, brother. Stop it.
All I'm saying is Anthony
Early,
Edwards
slow down on Josh
good
Giddey.
shooter
Yo,
from the
J-Rob, they're
3-point
playing
line.
right now.
But
That's
let's not
crazy.
act like that Shea Gilgeous
What do
isn't
you? I can't see
shooting
that.
the ball more.
Timberwolves
And
versus the OKC.
And that's just not his
Are they playing
game.
against each
That
other right
doesn't
now?
mean
That's funny.
that he's automatically a
Let me
less of
see.
a player. And
Shea
Shea
has
Gilgeous is
12,
still
1 and 1.
young. He can still evolve as a player.
Hey, look.
So
Yeah, I
Let me
think
see. Let me see. Are they playing
Okay,
against each
let
other
me just
right
ask this
now?
question.
Yeah.
Fellas, let me just
Shay,
ask this
and
question
of
to you
course,
guys,
Shay,
right?
and of course, as we're arguing this right now, SGA has played 12 minutes and is 6 of 6 from the floor. Jesus,
Talk
Lord.
And they're
about it.
playing Anthony Edwards.
And they're playing against each
Anthony
other.
I have a
Edwards,
question.
1
I
of
have a
3
question, fellas.
from
Right?
the floor.
Didn't even
Right
see
now,
that.
2 of 2.
SJ 12 points,
Jay,
1 assist, 1 rebound. Anthony
Hold on.
Edwards, 4
So I got a
Get
question
outta
for the
here,
panel,
bro.
then, fellas.
Get out
Right?
of here.
I love
I
Miami.
just think it's
They need a
ironic.
win
I
so
think
the
it's
Knicks can make the
ironic.
next round.
Hold on, y'all.
Jaden McDaniels is hurt, fellas. Let's relax. His team ain't
Let me
even
ask
complete
you a
right now.
question.
Like, let's relax.
So Jaden
Hold on,
McDaniels
y'all.
hurt.
Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a
Shot.
question. At this point, right, in SJ's career, where do you guys seeing him cap at, right? If because like I said, I feel like
He's
as
the
far as
best point guard in
athleticism,
the
he's
NBA.
capped skill set. So no. But what? So you're saying that he is going to be the best player in the NBA,
No, he's gonna be
MVP
the best
status?
point guard in
Like
the
the one
NBA. I say he's gonna be the best point guard in the NBA. I think he's
Luka,
gonna be the best point guard in the NBA. In the next 5 years,
What
he's gonna
that's
be the best point guard in the NBA.
I mean,
That's
Luka
Luka.
exists.
Y'all talking about the way I talk about. What is a point guard? What is a point guard? Because he ain't even a point guard in LaMelo and Halliburton. As a point guard, he's not. He's not even a point guard enough.
But you talking
Hold
about
on,
like that?
hold on,
You
early.
talking about like
Hold on,
that?
can I stop it? Can I stop this? Can I say this?
That nigga's a shooting guard, and y'all know it. He's a shooting guard. Josh Giddey is the point guard.
Can I say that? Can I say that?
You're not watching the game.
Manny. Trey Young is a 2-guard.
Let that go, y'all. One mic.
I hate when y'all do this. Y'all separate a point guard. It's like the Steph Curry thing. Like Steph Curry's a point guard. SG is a point guard.
That's what I'm saying. He's a point guard, man.
You're a point guard. I hate when y'all do that. SGA is a point guard. He's better than
Dame
Halliburton.
is a point guard.
There's different types of point
You
guards.
guys like. I hate when people kind of like deteriorate. Like
yeah, and
Because Dad, if you asking an actual basketball player who they want running the point, it's not SGA. That's what I mean by a point guard. A point guard running your team, being an actual point guard.
He's a point guard.
Not a nigga who just running a point guard and score. I mean an actual point guard.
He's a point guard.
Nigga, but you say
He's not a point guard in the sense of Halliburton. Or LaMelo. He's not.
Curry's is on the ball 70% of the time.
On the ball. What is he
taking Curry?
One mic, y'all. We flooded. One mic, y'all. Come on, y'all.
Hold on. Oh, this is what it is.
So is Wemby not a center? So is Wemby not a center?
But here's the thing you're wrong on, Dan.
He's not a
Right? You
center.
said Steph Curry, right?
He's not a center, Dave.
Steph Curry's a point guard. Steph Curry's a point guard. But Draymond Green is the one who runs the point on that team. That's what I mean by actual point guard. That's what I mean by point guard. Because when Steph Curry actually runs point guard, the nigga turnovers are crazy. So that's why they have Draymond Green there. That's why they picked up Chris Paul. He ain't the point guard for that team. I mean a point guard.
Early, the type of player that you want as the type of point guard you want as a team is very dependent on how your team is constructed. There are teams that are constructed where they're small forward, where their guys listed as a small forward, power forward, can run the offense through. It's just a different game today where there's multiple positions. There's multiple positions that can handle the duty of playmaking and passing, and not just a point guard.
With Jalen Green, Jalen, name me the championship the Warriors won without Draymond. Name me the championship the Warriors won without Draymond running the point.
Just listen.
As a primary ball handler, name me the championship. Name it.
The last Celtics series, that's the only one.
Just like how they would have won with Steph Curry.
We all understand that the offense did run through Draymond Green with the ball in his hands a lot of time. It will be a lot of Klay Thompson coming off picks.
Because that's a point guard. So if you need that on your team, that's the point guard.
You're defining point guard in a way that was defined back in the 60s, 70s, 80s. And that's
that's the true meaning of a point guard.
No, 60. That's the true meaning of a point guard, nigga. What are you talking about, man?
That's
talking about 60, 70, but Magic Johnson is still the best point guard of all time. You're talking about that's it transcends. It transcends.
Stop yelling and listen. What I'm saying.
Let me get Jalen. I need Jalen back too. I got a point to make.
What I'm saying is the way that the game is developed, you have guys like DeMontis Sabonis you can run the offense through. A guy like Bam Adebayo you can run the offense through. Small forwards like Giddey. Luka's technically a small forward. LeBron. There's players in other positions that you can run the offense through. Doesn't mean the person that you're not running the offense through is not your point guard. They're still listed your point guard. It's a different teams that different needs. You can have a scoring point guard. You can have a defensive point guard. You know what I mean? It's not
okay. Also,
passing and playmaking.
That's all.
Also, I want to add before early. I want to pose this question to you early, which is what I don't understand how this conversation was redirected back to point guard versus shooting guard. When the question that Context asked was, do you see Shai Gilgeous progressing as a player until now? And I'll give you the fact that, hey, he averaged how many 30-plus points last year? Is it going to get higher? No. But what we're talking about, efficiency, we're talking about playmaking, assists, and vision, especially. All of those I expect to continually get better. And also defensively, sure. We've seen him kind of struggle last year. But you guys don't give context to the fact early, but you don't give context to the fact that the freaking dude has the ball 80% of the time in that offense the entire year last year, carrying that team when it comes to scoring the rock. And
and they were 41 and 41. And they were 41 and 41.
Carried them to the play-in. While Ant was carrying his to the playoffs.
Early. And you've seen many players do better. Okay, so we're going to sit here and say Chet Holmgren was on the level he was playing at last year?
Nah, you can tell that year helped him.
He didn't even play. He didn't even play.
He didn't play.
SGA's better defensively this year. He's playing really good defense this year. He's a
he has, and that's one thing. I acknowledge that this year he playing a lot better defense. But Jalen, for you to say that Ant can't guards quicker than him, ask John Morant how was his time at Edwards Island in the 2 years ago.
Again,
Ask LeBron last year in the playoffs.
Manny,
ask Jason Tatum. A couple games ago. What's that defense look like?
It was correctional facility.
One mic, y'all.
Ask all these guys how was Edwards correctional facility, how they spent their time there, and they gonna tell you one player that for you to say that he can't be all NBA caliber defense is just wrong. Just wrong. All he gotta do is just.
I agree, Max.
All he gotta do is just show more attention off ball, and he there. He fall asleep off ball. Yeah, he gamble for steals, just like who? Just like Michael Jordan. Gamble for steals to get out of passing lanes. It might put the defense in bad position sometimes. He does do that. That's the only negative he got on defense. And on offense, the only negative he got on offense is playmaking right now. In which, if you've been watching him this year, he's become a whole lot better. Him and Rudy Gobert is learning how to play with each other.
22 years old. Number one in the West.
No one is calling him a bad defender. I'm
please.
just saying he's not going to be all NBA. I think he's a good defender. He's just not at the level of even a Darius Garland. Darius Garland's a better perimeter defender.
I want to talk about
what? Jalen.
No.
Kick him off, JRob. He don't watch basketball, JRob. He don't watch basketball, JRob. Kick him off. Kick him off. Kick him off, JRob.
I told y'all, Jalen.
Kick him off, JRob. Get him out of here.
I told y'all. He's a casual, man.
Anyway, I'm gonna go pay the Rick. I ain't got time for this.
There's only a couple Garland is y'all talking about big names.
One mic, y'all. One mic.
If you would have told me Caruso would have rocked.
Told y'all niggas he's a casual, man.
Oh,
One mic.
Y'all get hyped on big names playing defense, but the reality is there's plenty of other guards in the league that are better.
You watch Laker games, Jalen. You watch Laker games, and you hear about every other game, nigga. You sat pat every other game, dog. You don't watch no other games, man.
You don't watch basketball, bro.
Guys.
Nigga like Jalen Brunson one just send Darius Garland out in the playoffs.
Niggas sent him to the gulag.
Darius Garland, bro. He said Darius Garland.
Darius Garland was a little crazy.
Darius Garland ain't a better playmaker than Evan Mobley on the team, dog. He ain't better than Evan Mobley playmaker on that team, dog. Period.
He said no earlier.
Again, Dab, you don't watch basketball because Evan Mobley is a hell of a playmaker at power forward, dog. Stop it. Like, come on, dog.
He said Darius Garland a better defender than Ant.
Defender.
No. Listen. Jalen.
Darius Garland. Man, Darius Garland couldn't cover. Man, so he couldn't cover a bed with a comforter. Stop it, man.
Bro, early you see what Brunson was doing to him.
I saw Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What are we talking about?
He getting eat right now. They losing to damn Hawks right now. Trae Young eating them up right now.
Stop.
His sheer size make Darius Garland bad, not a good defender. His size.
Who is SGA?
6'2".
Who is that?
Y'all always say that cat. Chris Paul was 6 foot with multiple All NBA. Stop saying that, dog.
Wait. Let's hold on.
I'm not a fan of Chris Paul's defense.
Wait.
Chris Paul is
You
an
guys,
all-time great defender at point guards. This is what I'm saying. Y'all really
Get my
just
son
don't
Michael
watch.
Bublé, get it off. Get my son Michael Bublé, get it off, bro.
Let
Go
me
ahead.
get something
Shout
off.
out
Yes,
Michael
sir.
Bublé coming out for Christmas.
Since you guys have been going on and on about,
Yo, Chet
I
is
don't know what you guys
amazing,
keep
bro.
changing the goalposts from player to player, and that's what I don't understand here. When you guys are relating Anthony Edwards to a guy like Michael Jordan, we're talking about a guy year one who established who he was. We're talking about 23 points a game, going up to year 2 and doing what he does. Okay, let's not sit here and act like that Anthony Edwards is close to the level of defense that Michael Jordan was playing at this level of his career. And I'm not going to sit here and say that Anthony Edwards doesn't have potential to be a top, a first or an All NBA defender. I'm not sitting here saying that, but let's pump the brakes on Anthony Edwards. When we talk about these guys who are potential top 10 guys, we're talking about something that hasn't been proving it. When you're talking about, oh, I want to see Anthony Edwards is going to progress in skill, I still have to see that from Anthony Edwards. Let's not get it twisted.
What skills do you need to see? What skills do you need to see? If you ain't seen enough, you ain't watching. If you ain't seen enough, you just ain't watching.
Early said 2001 Kobe. Early compared to 2001 Kobe. Do we understand who 2001 Kobe is? 28, 6,
no, because he's saying
he's talking about
Jalen, he only said that. Jalen,
damn, my phone died.
Jalen,
yes,
Jalen,
yes,
Jalen. Early only, Jalen.
You ain't listening.
Jalen early only bring up that point because he was saying that Kobe was more athletic than his skill, just like at this time.
That's the
He
point.
didn't refine back then. Jalen, back then he didn't refine his game. Like he was depending on being able to be faster and getting to the cut better than most people. If you watch Kobe back then, he's doing what Ant is 65% athleticism right now, y'all. When he becomes a refined half-court player, and they number one in the West right now.
The reason why we're jumping, hold on. The reason why we're jumping to the Jordan comparison is because in terms of play style, skill set, athleticism, he's on the trajectory the same way that these guys were on the trajectory. We're not talking about stats. We're not talking about circumstance. We're talking about strictly
mentality,
the skill set, the mentality to want to get better. Right. We're talking about
similar play style.
Hold on. In the 2001 Western Conference Finals, okay, he went against the Spurs, an all-time great defensive team with Bruce Bowen, an all-time great wing defender. Tim Duncan, man in the middle. He dropped 33, 6 and 6 on the 01 Spurs. And you're telling me Kobe Bryant wasn't skilled? Are you insane? You're not dropping 33 points.
Ant-Man dropped 38 against the Nuggets last year. What are you talking about? He dropped 38 and like 11 last year, dog. What are you talking about, David?
You compared the Nuggets to the Spurs. What are we talking about? The 01 Spurs?
That same Nuggets team that ran through the West? That we talking about? They wasn't good defensively. They wasn't good. They didn't have KCP. They didn't have Aaron Gordon. Like they didn't have Bruce Boyle. They had stop it, dog. Stop it.
I'm with you, but that defense, the Spurs defense is better.
What about the Grizzlies team? What Grizzlies team? With Jaren Jackson, Steven Adams,
Spurs defense that also had to double team Shaq every 5 seconds so Kobe could get some one-on-ones. And is the best player on that team is getting consistent.
The Spurs were not double teaming Shaq. Tim Duncan was doing his thing against Shaq. He battled. The Spurs were.
I don't know. He wasn't comparing them anyway. You making it a comparison. You making it a comparison. He wasn't comparing them like that anyway.
In 2001, Jalen was letting Shaq go one-on-one with anybody. You lying. You're lying. They were digging. They were double teaming. Watch the tape, nigga. Stop it, dog. You're lying, dog. You're lying. No one gave Shaq one-on-one in 01. You out your mind.
Hold on, Jen. Hold on. Let's make it hold on. Here's where the discourse coming at. They're not saying he's better than Kobe or better than MJ, or like they're not saying he's better than those guys. They're not saying that.
Exactly.
You said he's better than Owen. He said he's not
I know that.
Kobe.
He didn't never.
I
He
didn't
never
say he was better than him. I said the thing is a 0-1 type of Kobe game where, dog, this is the beginning stages. This is 26. It's players that go 26, 5, and 5, and that's a peak. He ain't even touched his peak yet. He's 26, 5, and 5, 2 steals a game, and lead his team in the damn West. No one's expecting the Timberwolves to be this good, dog.
Jalen, wait.
Jesus Christ.
Doncic to the fourth year. You think Anthony Edwards is better than Luka Doncic in his fourth year?
No.
Stop it. Don't bring Luka Doncic into the conversation.
Because you hold on.
Yes, why
I hate when you do that. Like, stop doing that, dog. You just bringing niggas' names up. Jesus Christ. We was on Shea at first.
One mic.
You got to keep the same energy, though. If you think this guy's going to be the next Kobe, Jordan, at that skill level, you think.
But Jay, you one of them niggas who just bring up the big names. You don't watch the game for real, dog. You just bring up a big name, dog.
Let me respond to Jalen real quick. Let me respond to. So Jalen, no. To answer your question, no, right? Obviously, coming out the gate.
Close to Kobe.
Listen, hold on, Jalen. Coming out, I think what you're missing is the point behind the example that he gave. Now, we agree with you. Luka coming out the gate, there's nothing that we can compare Luka and Anthony Edwards. However, we've seen that Luka going to get better? Is there going to be another level? Because if Luka gets to another level, this is going to be the most creative player on two. We're going to see some 2K.
This is Luka, though, y'all. This is Luka. He ain't going to be Larry Bird defensively.
This is
This is Luka, y'all. If they can't win with this Luka, they'll never win with Luka. I'm trying to tell y'all that.
No. But my point is, Ant is getting better while Luka is going to cap out. Eventually, Luka is going to have to descend. And at that point, Anthony Edwards is still going to be maintaining.
All these guys who compared him to got a head start. Got a 3-year head start on Ant.
Not to mention, y'all looking at an SCA team they are building monuments around him, dog. They doing so good with the team around him. When they finally give Ant the team he need and get rid of Cat ass, oh my God, it's gonna get mad.
That I disagree with. I disagree with getting rid of Cat.
Nah, you gotta get rid of Cat. You need a legit defender, dog. You need a legit defender, dog.
We got legit defenders.
You can't.
How much better is Anthony Edwards getting statistics?
Jay,
How much better is he getting?
I start Nas Reed, dog. I start Nas Reed. Get another defender. Get an Andrew Wiggins.
Hold on. How much better if he can?
Yo, I'm sorry, y'all. We don't got another link, but get this last point across because Fluent and I think Fluent's top 10 is right after this.
I think Ant at his peak is 38-8. That's what I think.
I was finna say 37 myself. I was finna say 37 myself.
38-8. On the and he played 82 games. That's another thing we're talking about. He played 82, 79 to 82 every year. That's a problem. Always healthy.
Anthony Edwards' peak is going to be 28-5 similar to SGA. He might be 35-5 similar to SGA, but he will never average Luka.
Michael on your helmet.
Jalen, you don't love the beautiful black boys across America, man. You don't love the beautiful black boys across America. I'm just talking shit. Jalen know I talk shit to him. Stop it.
Let me say
my son Michael Bublé get it off. Let my son Michael Bublé. Go ahead.
All I'm no.
Shaq, go ahead, Shaq.
Jalen, come to the Discord after this, Jalen. Come to the corner this shit, Jalen.
Both of you stop. This is what I don't like. When you
Shaq.
Say, oh, he's on the same trajectory as Michael Jordan. He's on the same trajectory as Kobe. Yes, he may be a similar player. That doesn't mean that is a similar trajectory. When I look at Michael Jordan's numbers, we're talking about him getting to the postseason. We're talking about him fighting Larry Bird in that Celtics team and putting up a great performance. And you're going to sit here and you're going to tell me that Anthony Edwards is on that trajectory within the same way as Kobe?
Hey, Shaggy, can we be real, Shaggy? Can we be real? Did you watch that film? Have you watched that tape before? Because them white boys is in mud. Compared to Michael Jordan, you really watch that tape? They couldn't do nothing with Mike. Hey, Mike was so advanced to them boys. They couldn't do nothing with Mike, dog. Them niggas was playing like 50s players compared to Mike. Mike was like, dog, you really watch that game, dog? That Celtics defense was ass. They was killing them, dog. With their athleticism, they was killing them.
Michael, the thing about let me just go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
So this is my problem with that though is you say that the competition was bad then, but when it comes to the same defenses that old heads say about it all the time is the game has changed. And it's easier. It's harder to play defense. It's easier to go on offense. Now you don't want to take that.
But we talking about 84. We talking about 86.
Edwards into this guy.
We talking about 2000s, mid 90s. We talking about 86.
Early. Let me just.
Michael was like a nigga who played now, playing in the 70s, dog. He was so like his game could play now. He was so advanced.
Early. That's what I want to say. So, Michael, there is a disconnect because you have to also remember, Michael was the new breed of athletes. He was the new generation of athletic guys that was doing different skill moves. Because you have to remember, the guys that Bird was going against had different skill sets. This is the first time that they're seeing this new advanced level. Compared to right now, these athletes are pretty much in the similar ballparks. Don't get me wrong, there are S-tier athletes, right? In my opinion, I believe that Anthony Edwards is an S-tier athlete, right? Compared to the other guys.
Last point. We gotta go.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We gotta slide. We'll see y'all later. Peace.
And it's the top 3.